because Fox being a fast faller,
can get out of all of the down tilt
Yeah, so he's going to have to do a lot of different moving combos. And right there, putting in pressure on him right before, like even the game started, while he pulled the banana. He's like, I'm not letting you grab this for free.
For sure. Diddy Kong a bit harder to catch in disadvantage state than Fox is. So even if Smokk can get Yonks into disadvantage, it's going to be tougher than if Yonks gets Smokk in disadvantage.
Yeah. Triple up tilt to grab.
Getting that sour dash attack right there.
Very nice drill.
Up tilt,
Look at
getting those juggles.
Vortex going on right now.
That's the Fox Tornado. I believe that was a misinput.
That had to have been like a side B or something that he tried to do.
Yeah, for sure. Getting that neutral air trading, now getting the grab and being able to put Smokk into a disadvantage state.
Fair. To another fair.
Trying to pick up that banana, but it doesn't work now. Smokk has the banana. Forced to side B the stage. Almost up smash right there, but just the wrong side.
If he got that roll read, like he anticipated Yonks to do, that would have been such a godlike option of him.
For sure.
But
that might have saved him. No.
What? Oh, he must have been way too low for him to even attempt. Wow,
and
just like that.
Gave him the 2 kicks, the quick 1-2, sent him up,
back to even, putting it back to neutral.
Going for that, but that doesn't quite work. The DI was slightly wrong, I think.
That could have gone wrong for Yonks right there. But I'm glad that he managed to pull it out.
For sure.
Now Yonks right now,
with a bit of a lead.
Putting Smokk out of the situation here,
sure.
man.
Fox can get that much percentage in about 3 seconds if you let him get those up tilt up airs on you. Oh, it is
committed to the shine.
That dude, he was ready and he committed to it.
Good spot dodge.
That down air.
Oh, he probably should have waited for the read.
Smokk's been in disadvantage for most of his stock.
He might anticipate that next time he does that move, so we'll probably see a read from him next time.
So Smokk did a really good option there. He did a legless down air into up tilt, but Yonks is slightly bigger brain and he shielded the whole sequence, and up tilt has just enough lag to punish.
I just want to make note of it that Smokk grabbed both those banana throws both times.
That up
tilt is going to call it.
Gave him that's the sky hook right there.
Huh?
That's the sky hook. He went like whoop.
It's more like the reach around, dude.
But yeah, Smokk's item play with the banana.
I really don't think that should be a kill option, but it is.
Well, it's only a kill option at like 130, 140.
I do. How often does Yonks go Sonic nowadays?
Yonks, how often do you go Sonic nowadays? Never.
So, okay. Alright. So we're gonna actually see the Diddy Ditto. Which is nice. You don't really see these often in top tier tournaments, so it's gonna be nice to see two players that are individually talented in their own rights.
For sure.
Go off and play with their main characters. Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
There are very few top Diddy players in the meta nowadays after Zero's retirement. There's really only MVD that's in the top 50, I believe.
Wow, it still puts Inoto up there too, dude. Even though he doesn't go out so much, man, he's still a threat.
He's definitely still a threat. I'm not sure what he'd be on the PGR though, but
well, that's beside the point right now. Right now we're talking about Smokk and
We're not talking about PGR. We're talking about Canadian players.
That work.
Smokk using the zero colors. Maybe he's the new young prodigy going on right here. His Diddy definitely seems so.
Double banana toss.
So you can tell it's a Diddy Ditto. Yonks' movement after his side B is impeccable right now.
I wonder if they're gonna like implement the strategy that Diddy's used with Villager. They only throw the banana, like they only have the banana for one usage, so that Diddy can't use it afterwards, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if we're gonna see that style implemented in this game, but we haven't seen it right now, so maybe they're not thinking about that.
Maybe not. But what we do get is
Yonks is doing a good job making sure that making sure Smokk doesn't tack on any more percent like he just did with the bear.
For sure. Smokk catching on to Yonks' rolls. Diddy, of course, having one of the best rolls in the game. It's not quite good enough if your opponent knows exactly when you're going to do it.
That almost set up for something really good for Smokk. But
Smokk
Yonks
just keeps
did
taking
not
these
land on the
bananas.
banana, therefore he didn't give him that opportunity. It was a very good landing option. Good side B.
For sure. That was unreactable at that moment. I don't think Smokk really could have done anything once he committed to the dash in.
Whoa.
These rolls, man. Looking like a
Maybe
bakery.
maybe this is a Sonic Diddle, you know?
That's what you can tell is bakery Yonks. He's got all these rolls. They're ready to sell. Fresh out the oven. Pivot up tilt. Hit him with the
Good,
slap.
good kill.
Yeah. Bit stylish.
41% is not a lot of damage.
No, not at all. If you get tapped in.
Considering it's Diddy Kong, that can easily tally up the
For sure.
percentages.
In that sort of Diddy Kong vortex of grab, bread and butter, grab, bread and butter, banana, you can get caught up and have a bunch of damage.
Banana, it's like that right there.
Right there. Smokk now with a commanding lead
Grab,
right here.
up there, get the banana, toss. Yeah, this character is very flowcharty, but like when you're against somebody with the same amount of tools, it's really who can implement them in a better situation.
So now we get that up air, not quite gonna kill. We're not pre-patch.
What do you mean? That was like game release, dude.
Yeah, pre-patch. But this banana play is really complex right now. They're both catching each other's bananas, using them against each other. Look at that.
They're actually making really good usage of that one banana.
That up air not gonna kill even on town at 142. Banana up tilt. That's the simple, every other kill option has been tried. We're going for banana up tilt. Simple to the point, but it works.
So 1-1.
I feel like if we get another game like this where Smokk wins that convincingly, we might see the Sonic. But I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't bet on it.
I definitely think we're going to see the Mario before we see the Sonic, yeah.
I
Because he has a Mario.
I haven't seen Yonks' Mario.
Or, we could go old school and he can pull out the dog.
Or the Toon Link.
Because he used to play Dr. Mario.
Or the
That was
Toon Link.
funny. Oh yeah, that's true. But I don't think he plays Toon Link then. Okay.
But we have the Sonic. I predicted it.
No.
Yonks just not a fan of that matchup, it seems. Not willing to play out the next at least 2 games in the Diddy Ditto.
This is Yonks' stage pick as well, so I'm wondering if he knows something that Diddy doesn't really do well on this stage. That Sonic can excel at, maybe abuse versus Diddy. Maybe the speed. Maybe we're going to see something like how Jay did versus Game 5 against Nightlord.
Gilmania? Or Nightlord, rather?
Yeah, Nightlord, yeah.
Potentially.
Oh, that was a good runaway, but he caught him. He could read.
Maybe it's just recovery. The side B to ledge is a bit less effective when there's tilts. So maybe you want to be able to force your opponent to up B instead, so you can get that spring in.
It could also mess up with the side B as well. Some kill confirms too.
Now this is of course going to be very difficult. Smokk from the region that has Super Locale is Canada's best Sonic.
That's true, yeah.
Taken sets from Yuta King, had really close sets with Zero.
Didn't she take a game?
I believe so, yeah. I think it was best of 3. She took a game and had last hit the other 2.
I remember one on that. He squat dodged and then she homing attacked and escaped. Like this is not either one of them.
That up air not going to get it because Smokk
almost got caught. That was a good air dodge. Good up air.
He went for it, but Smokk was just a bit too high. Falling out of that up smash.
That would have done it too.
Oh, he went for it.
He went really far on that spin dash.
Yonks is going deep for these kills right now.
Well, for someone who doesn't play Sonic anymore, he still got it. I gotta be real with you. Ooh. Okay,
wow.
That's not gonna do it.
That's gonna do it. Hit him
really
with the twofer. He
really
said, let's run it
right
back.
there.
Let's do another up air.
Yeah, we DJ Khaled,
Another one. I'm gonna scream my name on every hip hop track and say I wrote it. DJ Khaled special. But now we've got Yonks. Not sure if he's going to resort to a much more patient playstyle or keep doing his signature Yonks Sonic stuff. Up tilt, not quite going to kill.
Whatever the case is, Yonks is in kill percent right now, so he's going to
Yonks has
have
been
to
in kill
tally up
percent
as
for
much
a
damage
minute.
or percentage, whichever you want to call it. I call it both. So he's going to have to rack up as much percentage as possible before he goes back.
But that banana into up smash, even though it hit the shield, that's tough.
8%'s a little tough to swallow,
Not much extra credit, but better than none.
Yeah, Isaac's banana toss is 5%.
Yeah,
Why does that do so much?
because Diddy cut. Yonks just sort of bouncing around here. Now the percents are even.
Landing on the banana.
Getting
That
that
was
grab,
good
up throw, neutral air.
Yeah.
Didn't go for the reset with another
Oh,
grab.
that was some
that was
high
smart.
IQ play right
200
there.
IQ Yonks right there. Tried to go for
Tried to go for the spring ride.
for sure. Not quite going to work. A bit harder on these small characters, and if your opponent knows that you're going to do it, they can easily attack you. Yonks' movement with these spin dash cancels is excellent right here.
You're out of the banana. Now he converted to his side with Master.
Using that F tilt, hardly ever used move in the Sonic meta. But now Yonks has a lead. Now it could be erased with this corner pressure right here.
Yeah, I just noticed there's 2 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, I think we're not going to go to time, but we might see it in another
I can definitely
game.
see one of them trying to pull it off. I mean, this is Sonic again, right?
Yeah,
So
but
he
2
has
minutes
the
is a
capabilities to just completely shut down your opponent's approach. It's kind of like how Bayonetta does, right?
For sure, but usually they do that when they only have pretty low percents
But,
on them.
but I don't think Yonks is going to play like that, right? Like
yeah,
he wants,
Yonks I don't think is that kind of guy right now. Now we've got pretty close to even percents. Smokk with the
Now
advantage,
Smokk
getting that
with
up
the
throw, up air. Oh, that's going to be it.
what a catch.
A much closer game than the last, but still going in Smock's favor.
I was actually in Yonks' the entire time
Until the last 30 seconds or so. But that's sort of it. If you get caught by the Diddy Vortex at any percent, you can have your stock just gone. You'll see your percent slowly chipping away, and when you were at 72, suddenly you're dead.
he should definitely, when I say he, I mean Yonks.
Oh, we're seeing it. We're seeing the big boy.
I call it the Big 8.
We're seeing the big boy, the man in the tie, or the ape in the tie, rather. Now, this is an interesting matchup. I'm not sure how Yonks is going to have to play neutral to win over Smokk
Yonks
right
is
here.
trying to show who's king of the jungle.
Yeah, he said,
Hey, yo, Donkey Kong, come on, let's go. Here comes Banana Slammer. Ooh. And
he's
damn,
showing up to
he's
Smokk,
doing pretty well
and he
right
said,
now.
I'm the first member of the DK crew. You know, I'm what the DK crew was named after, so you better sit down, because I'm going to pull out the Donkey Kong, the cotton candy-colored Donkey Kong. Now, Yonks at a bit more percent, but
Is that it?
no, that might not be.
He DI'd it.
He did DI it, but I think at kill percents, that's true.
What's the kill percent?
They're a bit wider on Donkey Kong. Without Rage, it's probably something like low mid 70s on Town and City against Diddy Kong. But with Rage, it's probably closer to 60s, maybe even 50s. At this point, he might have to do the grounded ding dong instead of the jump cargo throw, just the grounded cargo throw.
Yeah, he might have to do the 50-50 if he grabs him. Yeah. That's the 50-50.
That up tilt also a kill
jump or
move.
air dodge, and if you air dodge, you get hit with the up air. So they only,
Sometimes it's true on fast fallers as well,
It
with
is, yeah.
Bayonetta and Sheik. You know, Yonks with all that damage, but now the stock's gone. And Donkey Kong with a stock deficit is not a great character, especially once they're out of ding dong percent. Triple up air, it's looking like CSS over here.
that's looking like free punch.
Yeah.
And heavies are very susceptible to down throws. Like they don't, not susceptible, but they're like less prevalent to getting comboed with down throw.
Oh, that backer gonna take it. Give him the stanky leg right there.
Yeah.
One of Donkey Kong's best tools, both in neutral and off stage. But now we have Smokk with basically an 80% lead right here. If Yonks can get the ding dong with Rage, it'll seal the game. But if he can't manage to get those openings in neutral, I can see this easily just being almost a wash, for lack of a better word. That's going to be it. Donkey Kong was not the solution in this case.
Yeah. Really good showing by Smokk.
Really good.
With valiant effort by Yonks. Putting up a fight.
Now Yonks has a chance in the losers bracket. His run isn't done just yet. But Smokk his run is continuing. He's a marathon runner.
So, yeah.
He ain't no sprinter.